Okay guys, William Savoy here. I want to show you how to create a system, why it's important, just the whole process behind that. So basically, I'm going to put two systems. I'm going to let you see like a complete one, and then I'm going to let you see the template for it. So if you look at this one, we're actually going to change the name of it. It's transition rounds, but basically transition rounds give you a quick overview of what it's about, give you the 2 reasons or 3 or 4 or 5 reasons to why this is even relevant, and it gives you a protocol in the simplest way possible to do it. I'm not looking for a long system. I'm looking for a short, I got 2 minutes to say my spiel type of situation, and then I got any preceding pieces that I need. Understand that the protocol can be broken down into a deeper point. So for example, this says coach instructs clients to grab all equipment. I can scroll down here and I can say, here is the script that the coach needs to say to grab all equipment. And I can do a big 3-page document over how to do that. That is not exactly what I'm looking for, even though it is necessary. If you have the manpower and the systems, you can do that. But basically, I am looking for a quick way to get all this done. So we'll go back and forth between the template and the actual system. So whenever you're doing a system, name of the system. Title is going to be the name in the header, which is just a duplication of it. Materials needed is anything you need for the job. Overall accountability. Person who oversees the system. Purpose, right? So the purpose would be, here, right? There's our purpose. And then I could give 2 or 1 or 3 reasons to why this is important. I'm going to put here may have more reasons. Why do I have to put that? Because somebody's going to look at this document and say, there's only 2 reasons, but I have 5, and they're just not going to list it. And I really don't have time for things like that. So multiple reasons go here. I'll go ahead and make that purple. So that's what that's for. And again, I got 2 on this one. Same thing. Standardized process or protocol. Basically, how can I get the job done in the least amount of steps possible? Basically, to do transition rounds, there's 6 steps, right? It could be 3, it could be 10, whatever it is, it's 6. Here, I basically said, we just put 6 and you can kind of erase everything and insert as need be. So basically, I would just come in here if I needed to. I could copy and paste, or this is me typing my reason of the first step. Right, there you go. I'll delete this out. So there you go there. Please note that before that, there's always a video link. The video link goes above and is a quick visual of how to perform the standardized process. Everybody needs to know how to do a video. It just makes things extremely simple. And I'll be honest, no one reads manuals anymore. It just does not work. People would more likely watch the video before they even read the 6 steps. So you can imagine my frustration when I have a 100-page sales binder and no one opens it. They're just not going to open it. And then note, many standardized processes will have more than 1 step or many steps. At the bottom, quick FYI, you need to know this. You will be quizzed. Why the hell is this important? Basically, it's to unify, right? Unify the procedures of different practices so everybody's doing things the same way. Chick-fil-A is a great example. Every staff member is bought in the same way. Brittany, who's 17, makes the burger the same way that Alex does, and he's 45. That's why you always have a good burger. That's why they're always in uniforms. Everybody's brought in the same way. So it just helps unify things. Basically, a standardized process is also defined as setting the standard, reporting the standard, establishing adherence to the standard. I like number 3, meaning like if I have a 6-step method for transition rounds, and that's the method I'm looking for, and you're not doing method 3, it's not, hey, I told you on the phone, or I told you while you were training somebody. It's like it's written and you see it, and you checked off that you've seen it, and if you don't do it, we have a problem. And ideally, you and the staff can agree on what that is, because it's not Williams' world. It's the best way to do its world. So I really like that. Establish adherence, meaning I can check somebody to see if they're doing it right. And then encouraging and continuous improvement. Again, not Williams' world. I'm looking for the best way. One of the best things that I look for from staff is somebody telling me that my way sucks and there's a easier way to do it, because I am tired of doing all of the thinking. You have to have a team to make things work. So I'm really big on these two, almost to the point that I'm going to bold them and I'm going to make them red. Super important. Lastly, the benefits, loss of reductions. So basically, an example of not having a system is a salesman missing a sale because of a tactic that William does that William has not taught Adriana, or a coaching cue that I do that I haven't told anybody. Or it can be as simple as like this brand new hip hop playlist that I got that the staff don't got, but everybody likes my playlist, so they want to come to my class. A loss of reduction. So in that case, staff members wanting to quit because I'm not there, or staff members wanting to quit because Brittany isn't there, or whoever, right? Number 2, company training culture. Establishing how important it is. Everybody's brought in the same way. Establishes the seriousness of following the standardized process. Number 3, increased transparency. Sometimes it's just transparency, meaning being able to see it. Like, there's things that if staff just seen it, they would probably do. So just visibly showing the correct way and the only way to do a task. And then I'm going to put comma, like visible. One of the things that we do in FR, we call it DDV. It is detailed, visible, detailed documented, and visible for all to see. It is called DDVing a system, which is basically for all to see. This is basically what this is. I would even go so far to call it as how to create a standardized process, DDV, visible for all to see. How to DDV, basically. Lastly, variability and reduction. Kind of mentioned this earlier, just making sure that the burgers are always prepared the same way. The training is the same way. When somebody's coming to do a sale, the sale is the same way. And I could almost be so bold, and this is actually going to be on a quiz. If there is something that is not DDV'd, there is going to be a lot of variability, meaning that if it's not DDV'd, Adriana's going to do it differently than how I do it. And it will never be on the same page as generations of staff come through if it's not in a system just like this. So I'm done talking. You have a quiz over this. Again, this is how you do it. This is always the protocol for creating a system. I encourage all staff to create systems, and you can double check, collaborate with the site manager or the owner to make sure that to find the best solution. Maybe the site manager thinks it's 10. Maybe you can get it down to 3. Guys, that is how you create a system.